Okay, so the next concept is prepositions. So another resource that I'd created was called Practical Prepositions. And again, I was just fed up of trying to find a range of different play equipment and then items that could go in, on, under, in front and behind. And I just needed a box of kit really that was all ready. So let me just try and see if I can, if I do it like that you'll be able to see a bit better. So within this set there is no end of different items in big and little. So a big and little box, a big and little basket, a big and little tent like this. Big and little tent, there's a bed, there's a classroom, there's a house, there's a tree, and you'll see sort of some of the other items like this, okay? A bag as well. So what you do is there is a number of different again, vocabulary items, nouns that you're going to teach to start with, to check that they know. So it comes with this bag, and I would start to say, find something in my bag, what is it? So you'll find everyday items, a strawberry, some sunglasses, a camera, a flower, a carrot, and so forth. So what I would do again is potentially just put a few items out on the table, asking them to find particular things. Just going to try and do it a little bit lower so you can see like that. So I might just put out a couple of items to start with, just to test the vocabulary and say, right, can you find the dog? And we've got flower, strawberry, dog. Can you find the dog? And put it in the bag. So yeah, great. Can you find the bike? Yeah. Oops, this one. Yeah. Okay. Can you find the flower? Great. Can you find the van? Yeah. Can you find the strawberry? Yes. Can you find the camera? Yes. So you know that you've tested the vocabulary concepts, and I think that's what I wanted to say throughout all these kind of activities. It's really important that not only the concept that you're teaching, so the preposition, the pronoun, although they are the focus of what you're trying to work on, it is really important you actually teach the vocabulary that you're going to use within the activity. So once you've taught those, what I would do is just take to start with, just one, a big and a little. So we'll use the big and the little basket. Other things go completely out the way, and I would, having tested the vocabulary, give them the dog and the snake. I'll put that one down there. The flower, okay? And then I would say, can you put the dog in the big basket? Okay, so just to confirm language levels again, there is a choice of three things: dog, flower and snake. So the dog is one key word, and the big or the little is two key words, okay, in the basket. So can you put the dog in the big basket? So dog, big basket. Can you put the flower in the little basket? Okay, so you need to teach the big and little concept first. If you're going to use the same item, it might be that actually, to start with, thinking about it, you're just going to teach on and under or in on just this one item. So you might have just the big basket, you've got the dog, the snake and the flower, and you say, can you put the dog on the basket? Okay, so these have been made. This was the other thing, I never used to find activities where you could safely put things on, in, under, in front and behind. So all of these different sort of base activities have all been designed so you can categorically put them on, under, in front, behind, in. Then you truly know that you are testing all of those concepts. So can you put the dog on the basket? Great, I put it back. Can you put the flower under the basket? Yeah, great. Can you put the snake on the basket? Yeah, great. Can you put the then introduce a bit more vocabulary? Can you put the bike under the basket? Yes. So you've just taught under and on. Okay, you might decide at the same time you want to teach in, that's fine, but I would just teach on and under. Okay, then you're trying to see. So when we've just said, can you put the flower under the basket? The only thing they need to understand is flower instead of dog or any of the other objects there. So flower and under. So the only other key word there is under or on, because there is only the basket to choose from. So it's 2-word level. The flower, on or under. Okay, when you start to then put a big and a little, this is when we start to make it into a 3 keyword level activity. So can you put the flower under the big basket. So the flower is one concept, under is another concept, big is another concept, but we've only got the basket. So it's 3-word level. If I was to bring in a little and a big box, and I said, can you put the flower under the big box? Flower is one concept, under is the next concept, big is the next concept, and box, because we've got basket now, is the next. So it's 4 key words. So I think that's something to just really reinforce when you're teaching language levels and you're looking at concepts within language levels. So does somebody know big and little in a 4 key word sentence? That's the range of activities that you need to have in front of you. And that's why I develop resources like this, because it's really difficult sometimes when you're trying to have a look for exactly the same, so nothing gives you sort of more of a clue. You know, the items need to be the same, the sizes need to be correct. Big in the basket in the box looks big, small in the basket in the box looks small or little. The items are clear. So I was just sort of trying to create some consistency as to how you can teach big, little, in, on, under, in front, behind. So those prepositions could be taught right up into a 4-word level activity, and that's how we've done it. So again, you could swap 2 of these out and you could say, right, we'll use the tent. And we try to sort of expand language at the same time. So if you're going to say, you know, you want some motivating sort of practical things that the kids will know about, but also be motivated by as well. So having a tent, you know, more fun than just having a box and a basket, which is probably what we usually pick up as items in therapy to test all the time. So in this example, say if we're saying, you know, the cat, we've got the bike, we've got the sunglasses. So I've got all my concepts again, and I'm saying, can you put the cat on the tent? Okay, so the key thing was again that they could actually put them on, under, in. So here is my failure as to whether it actually does fit. Possibly not. Bit of a flaw there. So we'd hold it. So on the tent, can you put it on the box? Yeah. Can you put it in the box? So again, if you're looking at the language concepts of it, there's cat versus the other items. So cat is 1 word or 1-word level. On or under or in is 2-word level. And then the tent or the box is 3-word level. Big or little is 4-word level. So can you put the cat on the big tent is a 4-word level activity if you've got all of these resources out in front of you. There's also in the teaching manuals, so I've written some instructions in the teaching manuals for all these items. You'll see the link for the resource on the screen now. It also gives you some extension ideas, so how can you then go on to use other activities or other equipment in the classroom to continue to teach them. And there's also something around teaching generalisation skills, so you can look towards bringing this into everyday activities. Just to check that those concepts have been generalised out of a therapy activity or a teaching assistant activity with individual children.